Hey everyone, I just want to do a quick little short video here on how to draw a line or a polygon in Google Earth and how to edit that polygon or that line. So up here you can see the commands and you can see two right together. Add polygon is right here. It has little shape in it, and then right here if you hover over this it's going to say add path, not line but path. So we want to click on add path. So what that means, a path, is you can actually draw a line or you can draw a curved line or an angled line and it'll connect the dots basically is what it's going to do. So obviously if you just have two dots, it's going to draw a straight line between those two dots. So you put the first dot where you want it, the second dot, and it's going to draw a straight line. So we'll go ahead and do that really quickly. So this is Mammoth Cave National Park, and I'm going to cancel that real quick just to zoom out here. For those of you that attend the Bowling Green campus, you can see here is Mammoth Cave, Glasgow's over here, Bowling Green's right here. I'm going to use Mammoth Cave just because, as you all know by now, it's a place that I know well. And this exercise is really good with this because it's all green. There's not a lot of roads, and you can really see that line pop on here when I put it on. So again, we're going to go up here to add path. You can see I hovered over it and it says add path. So we're going to do that. So now we're ready to add our path. So what you want to do is click on where you want that path to start. I'll just put a dot here, and we'll go over here and put it on the Green River up in the corner, northeast corner of the park right here. And as you can see, it just added a line between those 2 points. So there's your line. So now we're going to go to style and color. As you can see, the line itself is yellow currently, and it has a width of 3. Right here's the color. So let's say we want to change the color. You just click on that box, and let's say we want to make that a blue color, a light blue. So there's kind of a light blue color. So we'll click OK, and it changed it to light blue. Now let's say we want to make it thicker. So it's at a 3 font now. Let's increase that to 5. And as you can see, as I increase this, it's getting thicker as we go. So now it's at a 6. Okay, so now it's thicker, and I clicked OK, and you're going to see that it's added this line as a place in your places over here in the left-hand menu. So you can go back and revisit this area. And I'm having a little bit of trouble seeing this because I have my video editor on, so I will go over here and move that. And right here it is, untitled places. I don't really know why all this is showing up right on here right now. I haven't checked probably. I just need to uncheck whatever that is. But here is my untitled path. So if I want to go back and revise that, I can right click on that and go down to properties, and it's going to open that box back up. And now we can change it if we would like to do so. Now, another thing you can use in this that you'll be asked to later is measurements. So go over here to measurements, and it's going to tell you exactly how long that path is or that line is you just drew. And this one is almost 12 miles, 11.9 miles across the park. Now, if you wanted that in feet, you just click on that box with the units there, and you can click on feet. It's going to tell you how many feet that is. Or if you wanted kilometers or whatever you want, you can do it right here. Here's kilometers. So it's going to tell you how many kilometers it is. So that's how you adjust these units and how you do the colors and all that. So I'm going to click OK, and there it is, and it's in my menu. Now I'm going to go ahead and delete that. If I can get my mouse to work. A second. Well, we'll delete this in just a minute. It's not popping for me. Let's go ahead and add a polygon. So here is the add polygon. It's right next to that. And here you're going to add a polygon. Now, a polygon is an enclosed shape, right? So you're going to click a series of dots to do this. So let's just say I wanted to do a square in the southern part of the park down here. So I'm ready to go right now. and I'll start putting points, and every place I put a point again, it's going to draw a line between the 2 points, but it's also going to connect the back side of those points, and you're going to see what I'm talking about. So you click a point here, we're going to go over here, and it just looks like a straight line, but when I go down here, you can see it's filling in all 3 of those together. So, and the more dots you make, the more specific you can make a polygon. If I want to go all the way up here to the river, and let's say I want to trace this river, then I'm just going to do a dot. The more dots, the more specific the curvature is going to be, and I can actually outline this river. And this is the same way you would do a path as well, if you wanted to like trace the river. And I can go up here, and it's going to keep extending this polygon. And then, see there, I kind of jump where I was. If I want to move this point, I can go to this point and drag it out and just fill that in if I want to do that. Now, a couple things you're going to notice. One is this is filled in with white. So how do you change that? Again, you're going to go to your style and color. Now here you're going to have 2 entries. You're going to have a line, and then you're going to have an area. Okay? So the line, when I click off of this, there's going to be a line around the outside of this polygon. All these little dots are going to disappear. So let's make the line on this. Right now the line is white and it's really thin. So let's go ahead, and instead of hitting that little area, you can go ahead and go in there and hit a font, enter a font, and you don't have to click those arrows. And let's make it yellow. So now we have a yellow line, and you can kind of see it here. The dots kind of hide it a little bit, but you can see there's a yellow line around this. So let's click OK. And now we have a white polygon filled in the middle with yellow dot, or with a yellow line around it. Now, let's say we want to change that. We no longer want that white in the middle, for instance. So let's go back to our polygon over here. Let's right click. Let's go to properties. And now we're going to go back to style and color. And now we're going to do the area. The area means what's white in there. That area inside that polygon. So the area, I want it filled in outline. So I want, if I just wanted the white to go away, I just would say outline, and it's going to take that white away. Now another reading you see here is opacity. So let's go back to field and outline. It's going to put the white back in there, but opacity is how much you can see through the color in this polygon. So let's go to color here, and let's make the whole thing yellow like we did with the boundary. Okay, now opacity, we can decrease that opacity down to 50%. And now, as you can see, you still see the yellow, but you can kind of see through it a little bit. And the less the opacity reading, the more you can see through it, the less you're going to see the color. So let's go down to 20%. Now you can barely see it. It's barely shaded. It's hard to see with the trees under it. It looks pretty transparent, which it is. It's only 20%, but it does have a hint of yellow in it that you don't see out here. So those are the 2 readings on your polygons, on the area of your polygons. Again, if you want to find the measurements, you go here. And now you have 2 different measurements. You have a perimeter, which if you studied your math correctly, the perimeter is the line that goes around this whole polygon. So that yellow line is 3.6 miles long if you went all the way around that. But the area is the area inside of that polygon. And right now it's set to square miles. So let's do acres instead. That's more of a common area ring that we have. And that's 6,254 acres inside of this polygon. So again, I'm going to go down and see if I can delete it this time. Yep, there's a delete. Just wasn't working for me before. So I'm going to delete that, and I'm going to delete the path as well. So that's how you do those functions. I've had some questions on those. They're in other videos, but instead of me trying to go back and find exactly where they are and all that, I just thought it'd be easier to make a quick little video here to show you exactly how to do those functions. So as always, if you need help with anything, feel free to let me know, and I'll be happy to help.